Alright everyone, I haven't posted in a while with everything that's been going on with Hurricane Milton, but I figured I'd share with you guys this socket set that I have. This is most of my Koken stuff, and we'll probably go back to the wrenches here shortly once get everything going back to normal around here. But for right now, I figured I'd share this with you guys and show you my Koken stuff and some other miscellaneous stuff that I have. This right now is kind of a mess. It's just I'm trying to reorganize this and kind of separate my torques and a few other things and just have specifically just my Koken stuff on here. But I'll share with you what I have and what I'm working on as far as organization. So as far as my torques go, I have some, these are just Harbor Freight ones. You can buy these down there at Harbor Freight, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes. I think they go up to T40. I actually use these on ABS modules, so I don't have to actually remove the ABS module out of the car, and I can replace just the electronic parts of it. There's only one of these I really use, but I bought these because they're fairly inexpensive. I think they were on sale for like $9 or something like that. But that's one of the things I have on this rail. Well, that one I want to come off, but I'll show you this one. You can see how that's kind of an oval shape. And this is for getting shocks off some of the old Fords and stuff like that, and some of the European cars like the Saabs and the Mercedes and a few other ones. I've warrantied these a couple of times. I don't remember where I got them from, but I haven't used them in a while now. As you can see, this is one that I had warrantied. And this just goes in there, you give it a twist, and it spreads the casting out on the spindle so you can get the shock out. But I have two different sizes here, and the other one's for some reason stuck on here. I do have some more torques here. I believe these are Titan. And I bought this set because it didn't skip any sizes. Very rarely that I need I believe it's a T11. This kit does not skip it. That's the reason why I bought it. I believe it came in two different sets, a 1/4" set and a 3/8 set. But it did not skip any particular sizes. It is very rare that I need a T11. But sometimes on GM cars and stuff like that, I've needed it. So I went ahead and bought these. And I also have Torx Plus. These are tempo sockets. And I haven't used these a whole lot. One of the things I use this on is German cars. Usually Mercedes. I think I've only used 1 or 2 sizes off this to get a caliper spindle off. I may have used a couple of these to pull a bed on a Ford pickup truck as well. But these are actually reasonable on eBay. I bought these off of there, and I believe the brand is Tempo. Let's see if I can find it here. When I bought them, I actually bought them under the CTA brand, or I bought them under the Tempo brand. And when I bought the second pair, I believe I bought them off of the CTA brand, and they both came as these particular sockets, Torx Plus. So whoever is making these for them is obviously making them for both companies. It's a little bit big and bulky, but it gets the job done. And these are really inexpensive compared to a set of Snap-on ones. Like I said, I probably use 1 or 2 sizes off here, and it's mainly on German cars. Occasionally on a Ford pickup truck. One of the other things I have on here is this Koken. Let's see if we flip that over. This is a 3/8 quarter inch. It's probably approximately 3.5 inches long, 3 inches long, maybe somewhere in there. I use this a lot on my low cordless impact gun. That way I can use quarter inch stuff, and now I have to switch back and forth in between a quarter inch impact and a 3/8 impact. I wish Koken made more of these in different sizes. I really like this socket. Like I said, doing valve covers and miscellaneous stuff, this is a really like must-have thing. You know, if you hate switching between your quarter inch to your 3/8 cordless impact. Like I said, I usually use my Milwaukee one, and I use this on my quarter inch stuff, run stuff down. I actually bought 2 of them just in case one broke. But I have had no issues with it whatsoever. These used to be on this rail, but I've actually started moving stuff around. I added additional swivel sockets, so I've been trying to make room on this rail. Like I said, I want to get rid of the Torx off there and make all this Koken. But these are my nut grip sockets, my deep ones. I believe there's 3 sizes here, an 8, 10, 14, and 12, I believe. The time I bought these are the only 4 sizes that were available in most U.S. stores that I found. Doesn't mean they don't make them. It's just I haven't imported these. These actually came from Koken USA or IMS Bolt or I think it's DBRB or something like that. A few of these Koken dealers in the United States only stock a few of these. These were only 4 that I could get at the time. They came on a rail. I plan on expanding the set since they have them now. They actually have more on the site, so I plan on expanding the set and getting a few of the ones that I'm missing, like a 13 and a few others. Because it did not have a 13, I bought the 3/8 set, and the 3/8 set does have a 13. Has a 14, 12, 10, and an 8. I do believe they make 11 too. I would like to get an 11 millimeter as well. But these really work great for dash work. I use a lot of these for pulling dashes out, especially on the Fords. Trying to get up by that windshield and get that bolt down there is a real pain in the butt. And these nut grip sockets with this little bulgy tin inside work really well for that. I have some magnetic sockets, but they just kind of grip the bolt way too well, and you end up losing the socket down in there unless you got a locking extension. So these work extremely well. They hold it a lot better than a piece of paper or a piece of plastic would, or wrapping tape around the bolt. And these aren't like super expensive either. I forget what I paid for these, but they're actually fairly expensive compared to anything that Snap-on offers. We'll move on a little bit here, and I'll show you a few other ones that I have. This one is a shallow one, and the same deal with these. These come in specific sizes, but they did expand these, so they do have more. This is a 14, 13, 12, we have a 10, 8, and 7 as well on this set. This is our 8. And this is a 7 here. And I use this on a number of things, especially like blower resistors and stuff like that, dash work, a few things of those nature. So this works really well for that. And like I said, they've been expanding more of their sets here in the United States. This is a 15. It does have that detent system in it. So I have these from 5mm all the way up to 15. What's nice about this, they have it in a 7mm. And a 5.5. Now I did buy the oddball sizes just because I'm OCD, but these two sockets work wonders as far as like dash work or anything else. Like I said, blend door motors and blower motor resistors, anything under dash. This really works great for that. You don't have to worry about dropping the bolt and fishing around for it and everything else. Also in this nut grip set, I have them from 10mm and 3/8 drive, shallow. All the way up to 24mm. They do skip some sizes in this, but you can get them from 8 to 19, and then I believe they skip 20, and then they have 21, 22, and 24. So that set is pretty much complete, other than the skip in the 20, which hardly anybody ever uses. One of the other things I have on this rail is these came from O'Reilly, I believe. These are spinners. And this one right here is a 3/8 to 1/2 inch, which I use this one on my ratchet sometimes. This one is a 1/4 to 3/8. This is really slim. This works great on most ratchets. A few of them will hang up on the back because it's so flush that it actually drags on the bolts on some of them. But the ratchets that do work on this works great instead of having to buy a real expensive ratchet that has a 1/4 inch body with a 3/8 anvil. This is definitely an alternative, and I use this quite a bit in certain areas, or when I have it on my cart and just need this to not have to go back to my toolbox, and I just need a 3/8 head on a small ratchet. This is just a Koken spinner. This is 3/8 to 3/8, and this is their I forget what line this is. This is their the higher end line of their Koken stuff. I don't know if you can see here. This is made in Japan. This is a nice quality piece, quality steel. It's got a satin finish on it. I don't use this one a whole bunch, but when I need a spinner, I have it. This is something very rare that not very many people are going to use. This is actually a 1/2 inch, from 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And I use this to actually set my pinion drag on a few of the pinion bearings that I do and stuff like that. So this is nice to kind of go on the end of my inch-pound torque wrench. Put my 1/2 inch socket on here, and I'm able to turn it and actually see the drag on it without, adding a bunch of extensions and stuff. Not very much else that I use this on, but it's nice to have. Not very many companies make a 1/4 to 1/2 inch. This one right here is actually a 1/4 to 3/8. Again, this is a very nice piece. That reason why I bought this one is because I don't always use the other one so much because, like I said, it makes contact on the back of this. And then you see this is stepped up a little bit, so it doesn't make contact with my snap-on ratchets with the bolts that come in from the back side. And this one is just a 1/4 inch one. Quarter to quarter. And it's just nice to have on a ratchet if you need a small extension or if you need a thumb wheel just to kind of turn stuff. On some ratchet that don't have a lot of have too much back drag or something like that. The Kokens aren't known for that, but I don't have any Koken ratchets, so this is what I use to kind of rest my thumb on to kind of get it to turn. So these thumb wheels are actually kind of nice to have. Another thing I have on here is their Koken's double swivel. This is a 1/2 inch one. I really haven't used this one that much. I'm not totally sold on this design here. I think an actual regular swivel, chrome swivel, works just as well, if not better than this. The only thing about this, it doesn't flop around as much as a regular swivel. This is my 3/8 Koken, and this is a double swivel. This is actually kind of slim and it's not real bulky, so this kind of works nice, but I still say a regular chrome swivel, like a snap-on swivel, works better than this because you're limited to the 60 degrees that allows you, and I think you can get more than that with a regular swivel. This is their 1/2 inch swivel. And this is chrome. This is not meant to be impacted or anything. You can see that it has this octagon design inside of it. It does not really bind or anything like that. If you use this on an impact, I'm sure that it will. But these are actually made for hand use, not with impact tools. And I bought this because I was just impressed with the design, how smooth it was, and how compact it was compared to a large impact swivel. This is the 3/8 one, and I do use this one from time to time. You can tell that it's got a reduced shank in here. It gives you a little bit more room. It's really smooth. And these are made for chrome, for non-impact, for your chrome extensions, ratchets, and sockets and stuff. It's not made to be impacted by any means. But this I use quite a bit. You see that it's dirty down in here. And I use this on a few of my swivels and torques and other stuff. I really like this one. Out of all the ones I bought, I probably use this one the most. This is another one I use quite a bit. This is actually a 1/4 inch one, double swivel. And I really like this one. I use this on my Ford starters quite a bit. I still say that a regular swivel, 1/4 inch swivel, just universal, not impact, but chrome, just standard universal, works better than this. The problem that you run into is a regular swivel will bind when you overextend it. This won't. And this seems to work extremely well, especially for doing some of those starters in the Fords. Getting that top bolt on those 5.4s. 4.6s gave you a little bit more room because the block's not as wide, but this is a really nice swivel. This is one that I use quite a bit. This is a 1/4 inch one. I use this one quite a bit too. I use it just because of the smooth operation. I don't have to worry about it binding or sticking in and flopping around or anything. It doesn't really ever get loose or anything. So I use this one quite a bit on a lot of my chrome sockets. I would say that's about it for all I have on this rail. I take that back. I have this is a 1/4 inch bit holder with a 3/8 drive. This is a Koken as well. Snap-on wanted a fortune, so I bought this one here. So some of my oddball you know, sizes, or when I get in a bind, when I break my actual socket, I actually use this, or break my Torx, I'll actually use this with a bit holder, or a Torx with a bit holder. I also have these in 5/16 too, I just don't have it in the Koken brand. This is the same thing in a 1/4 with a nut grip design, so it holds the bit, 1/4 inch. And these were extremely cheap compared to the Snap-on. I want to say I paid under $10 for this, and the Snap-on was probably around $30 or more. And that being said, I think that was everything that was on this rail. And we covered these, which are the 3/8 drive. These are the 1/4 inch drive of my Torx Plus, and this is the same brand. This is the Tempo. Like I said, I plan on putting these on a separate rail to where I have all my Torx on just one of these guys and all my Koken on one of these guys, and kind of separate these. So these will actually end up going on one of these eventually as soon as I get it all sorted out. We discussed these already. This isn't going to go on here, but this is something I just had laying on the rail here. I haven't put this on my or joined it with the rest of my impact sockets. This is actually 1.25 inch, 1/2 inch drive, impact universal or impact swivel from Snap-on. This is something I bought recently off of eBay. And this is probably $120, $130 socket. Just couldn't turn down the price. It was like $70. So this is something I bought, and it's just been sitting here on this tray. Just one of those things I've been putting off as far as organization. One of the things I want to get to and kind of organize these things. This was just something that was sitting in the tray. I'm going to end up taking to work. Didn't realize I left it on the hood of a car. You can see it got busted on the corner here. It just happened to show up one day. So I kind of just set it in the tray here. But these do come in handy. I wish they still made them like the old square block ones. This is a Thexton one. They really started skimping on making these guys. You see it's a nut and bolt going through here. Brass bolt with a jam nut. Plastic handle. And just a small body. But these things don't seem to hold as well. And if you forget them, you go slam the hood and they'll just slide right down. So, like I said, this is my mistake here. I left it on the car and it just happened to show back up. So, kind of laid it in this tray, and that's where it ended up. So, one of the things that I bought recently was these to complete my set. I've been looking, I've had a few of these sizes already. I believe I had the 14, the 12, and the 10. This is 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. These are 1/4 inch drive, 12 point. I use these a lot on some of the Toyotas and other stuff that I've changed modules in and stuff like that, especially on some of the Priuses and other things. Trying to get down in there without taking a bunch of stuff off or removing a bunch of lines or having to take the line completely out to get to the next line. These work really well for that. And being 12-point design, you can kind of index them anywhere you want. Like I said, I had, I believe, 4 of these altogether. I believe I had the 10, the 12, and the 14. So they discontinued, quit making these, and I just happened to run across these, and I bought the rest of these, and now I have a few extras. So I think that'll do it tonight. Like I said, sorry for not getting back to the videos with you as far as some of the wrenches I have. I do have a few wrenches coming that I'm going to actually use in my journey bag that I'll share with you guys and tell you what I think the quality of them is. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here and put some of the stuff away so I can take it to work and try to get it organized. Like I said, I'll try to get back with you guys as far as some of the wrench comparisons and other things that I have. But I figured I'd share this video with you guys, kind of let you know what's going on. Maybe we'll get back on track here next week after all this hurricane stuff clears up. But if you guys give me a like, share, and subscribe, it'd be great. If you have any questions about anything you've seen, let me know. I'll be glad to try to answer them for you, or let you know whether I bought them, and we'll kind of go from there. Just so you guys know, if anybody here is wanting to buy any kind of Koken or anything like that, my suggestions would be buy somebody that's actually a reputable dealer, because they will not warranty this stuff. If you import it from Japan or anything else, they will not warranty any of this stuff. But if you buy it from Koken USA or anybody like that, I believe it's Palmac and a few other ones out there that I've mentioned. IMS Bolt is another one, and they will warranty your stuff. So if you're buying from Japan, they will not warranty any of that, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to get off here. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. And then if I can answer any questions for you, let me know. You all have a good night. Thank you.